Okay? Take me to the moment that you said, I'm about to do something different in this industry, create my own rules, and create a studio.
You know what? I didn't set out with that in mind as much as I set out with, I just want to do this my way. Because I didn't like the way that it was going in Hollywood. I didn't like the interview, the way that we had to audition and things like that. So I just didn't want to do this. I wanted to do it my way. And, you know, coming here to Atlanta during Freaknik and seeing black people do well, while everybody else was partying, getting drunk and hanging out at Greenbrier Mall, I was actually noticing black people doing well. I was like, wait a minute, I can make it here. And here we are, you know, 20-something years later, look at what's happened.
What's been the most challenging and rewarding experience that you've had creating and rebuilding Fort McPherson into Tyler Perry Studios?
There's so much history here. There's so much amazing culture and richness in the land. And just, it's everywhere you go. It's everywhere I walk. It's everything. Every time I'm around this place, I feel it. So I think the biggest challenge is making sure that I live up to the legacy of what this is and make sure that I support it and honor it the way that it should be.
Speaking of legacy, you're leaving quite the legacy, not just for thousands of people who come here every day, but for your son. How has fatherhood just shaped who you've become?
Everything about me is different. You know, people who've known me a long time say, wow, you're so different now. You're so mellow. You're so relaxed. Because, you know, when you got a 5-year-old asking you 50 million questions every day, you kind of relax with other people. And say, oh, please just let me talk to some grown-ups for today. But yeah, no, he's really mellowed me out and just made me more of a centered kind of person.
Does Medea kind of come out when you're talking to him? Like, if you don't shut up there.
Nope, but some snotty-ass kid at school is going to tell him one day, and I'm going to have to punch that kid in the face. But so I just want him to, I want him to be at least 12 before he sees it in Medea, but we'll see what happens.
Tyler. Okay, one of my last questions for you. We talked to Michelle Sneed upstairs, phenomenal woman with your phenomenal team. Who was Tyler Perry the boss? We've seen you, you know, as Medea, and we've seen you, you know, out in Hollywood.
What does she say?
He beats me sometimes.
No, stop that. No. I'm very playful, a lot of fun, but I'm no nonsense. So I like to work with people who get it, who know that we can relax, have a good time, but we have an agenda. And as long as the agenda's moving forward, everybody's happy. When it's not, then the tension gets raised in the room. I'm not a yeller or a screamer or cusser or things like that. I don't do any of that, but I make it known when I'm not happy.
My final question for you. I just finished reading your book, Hire is Waiting. Beautiful book, Tyler. Getting to know Auntie May and your mother. What single accomplishment has happened in your life since the passing of your mother that you would have paid millions of dollars for her to see?
I don't even let myself go there because money can't buy it, but it would have been if I could have just, what she could see or I could see.
That she could see.
For two things, I would love to have seen her healthy, right? Her put herself on the list and take care of herself. But what I wish she could have seen, and spiritually, me, you know, being a man of great faith, I feel like she did in heaven, and that is my son. You know, before he got here, I wish she could have held him, and because she loves her grandkids so much, it would have been really awesome for her to spend time with them.
Great job. Congratulations again on everything.
Thank you.